Effective ways for a local Native American school to make annual yearly progress. For the past 5 years, a local school called Pueblo Potato has made AYP, or annual yearly progress, once. The school has been classified as restructured in the last 2 years. Teachers at PPCS are challenged daily to come up with lessons and implementing those lessons with rigor. But the challenge is not the actual lesson planning itself. Instead, as research suggests, there are factors involved. Parental involvement, teacher competency, and lack of cultural integration are among hundreds of factors that are major contributors to low student achievement on standardized assessments, particularly in Native American schools. Currently, Pueblo Potato employs over 45 employees working in all departments such as residential, academics, transportation, cafeteria, and other special services. It has 250 students from K through 8th grade, and 100% of them are Native Americans. Of the 45 employees, only 15% are certified instructors, some of whom have worked at the school for more than 3 years. The rest of the employed are Native Americans, primarily working as education technicians, janitors, bus drivers, and residential staff. The purpose of this proposal is to implement a plan and to allocate funds for the following areas, which I believe is essential in getting the right foothold towards success at Pueblo Potato School. Multiple research has been done in the past, and they indicate a strong relationship between parental involvement and success in children at schools. Teachers must be knowledgeable in content areas and be highly motivated to teach. Culture curriculum framework needs to be developed and implemented on a daily basis. Research indicates that schools across Native American reservations generally have adequate amount of success if some aspect of culture is involved in day-to-day school activities. In order for Pueblo Potato to gain a foothold in the right direction, Pueblo Potato needs to place an emphasis on hiring teachers from Teach for America organizations. Teach for America is a program that places top graduates from selective universities into teaching positions in some of America's neediest schools from K through 12. Pueblo Potato employed Teach for America in the past, and as a matter of fact, the last time a Teach for America core taught at school was back in 2010. And not surprisingly, it is that same year the school made its first ever AYP, but hasn't done so ever since. Upon graduating, TFA core members are provided with 5 months of training in challenging schools, then placed permanently in schools for 2 years to fulfill their teaching requirements. And upon fulfilling the requirements, they have the option of staying and teaching full-time or moving on. Teach for America core members are provided with provisional or temporary or alternative licensures. Research indicates that TFAs are just as competent as seasoned teachers who have been trained traditionally at an educational institution. They are young and highly motivated individuals with a passion for teaching young children. Every TFA core member receives regular teaching licenses and with adequate pay based on performance evaluations. So how can we keep Teach for America core members working? Provide a salary that equals a certified teacher's salary after they receive their license to teach. Offer incentives such as housing opportunities at a low cost for a period of 1 school year. Offer the same benefits made available to licensed teachers. After all, they are young and eager to teach children and are motivated to contributing to the learning success of every school children, and it is especially true in Native American schools. Pueblo Ventana School still uses ancient technologies, an overhead projector that makes a lot of noise, heats up excessively, and having to deal with occasional blowouts of the bulbs. iPads and iPods are the latest technological innovations most schools are using these days. Without participation of parents and teachers, changes in education are impossible. Over the last 2 years, parental involvement has declined drastically. Aside from the mandatory parent-teacher conferences, no other time during the school year has a parent taken upon him or herself to become more involved in their children's education. I believe if parents are provided with more opportunities, they will start getting more involved at Pueblo Ventana School. Math, reading, and science nights are some of the school-sponsored activities I propose where parents can not only get involved but also participate in some of the fun activities with incentives given out as awards. Perhaps the most important part of student success is developing and implementing a culture curriculum framework. Culture Week is one activity that children really get into, but Culture Week is only provided once a year for a period of 1 week. During the week, children are given the opportunity to practice cultural activities such as weaving, basket making, and sometimes they get a chance to observe a local community member in demonstrating either song and dance or other culturally relevant activity. The cost and benefit ratio favor a must needed change in order to start producing effective results. The main portion of the funding will be focused on a 21st Century grant. This coming school year, Pueblo Ventana stands to receive more than $110,000 from 21st Century. The funds need to be geared toward the changes discussed in this presentation. In the end, the students' test scores will reveal growth and establish momentum for the upcoming years in a positive direction. To summarize the current situation at Pueblo Ventana School, there are factors that reveal why the school is underachieving. Parental involvement is not where it should be compared to other schools, including Albuquerque Public Schools and other local schools. Teachers are not rigorously teaching content material, or some lack knowledge in content material and or classroom management. Cultural curriculum is virtually absent from the curriculum framework, despite the fact that there is a culture teacher at school teaching cultural language, and classrooms still use old technology. In conclusion, this and much more are essential in student growth and development. Children need parents who are involved almost every day in their education for them to make significant growth in learning. Parent nights and other family nights are a great way to touch base with parents. Teach for America provide youthful services and dedicate their time and effort to teaching young children on a meager salary. TFA core members should be able to match their salaries with that of a certified teacher after they receive their license to teach. Update all technology teachers use in a classroom. Today's technology allows teachers and students to interact more than ever. Culture needs to be incorporated on a daily basis with more than just a maximum amount of dosage to make a significant impact on student learning. These are the main factors currently contributing to why students are not achieving as they should at Pueblo Ventana School. Thank you.